So, welcome back to the Lost Begotten Fish Tank stuff. Yeah. Cleaning out a giant filter. I think that's just what I'll call the video. This is a Hagen Aquaclear, repackaged as a Fluval 70. They used to call this the, I believe this was the 300. I'm not sure. Might be the 500. I'm not sure, but this is a, yeah, this is the 300. 500 is longer and wider. And they call it a 90 now or something, or a 110. Yeah, 110 now. And as you can see, it is awaiting my efforts, because today I'm going to demonstrate not only what I have in here, but how I clean my gigantic Fluval filter. So these guys were on top of here, as you may have seen in previous videos. They just kind of sit on top. And here we have detritus covering more of the same stuff. That's basically tiny versions of this right here. And here is Fluval Clear Max. Yeah, that's the ticket. Fluval Clear Max. So what this stuff does is a little bit of everything. And it does it in Swedish apparently. Let me try the other side. Traps phosphate, nitrite, and nitrate. Now, obviously, I'm probably way past due for another one of these. And I've just cleaned out my system, and now that we have a working vehicle, we might be able to stop and get water changes a little bit more. So, considering maybe changing out one of these.
And cut down on the amount of babies we have.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to deliver some clownfish soon. They're having a little party today, so we don't know if we can deliver like we had hoped to.
And my plans got screwed up yesterday because I wound up having to supervise the job site an hour out of town.
We had a few of them die this week, just from aggression. So, yeah, there's a poor little dead baby clownfish, just because it's getting too damn crowded in here, and we need to make a delivery. Because they get aggressive as they get older. They don't like each other. But that's to be expected in the clownfish breeding industry. So moving on from how craptastically overstocked my system is, hopefully we'll be getting it a little under control today. This is what it looks like when you, when you let chaetomorpha and algae clog up the, this guy here. You know, I let that get clogged up, and I don't clean that out, because I don't want a whole lot of shit getting in here. But still, over time, this is how much crap cakes up in one of these things in a saltwater reef system. So, let's go over to the sink. So, to do this, you will need a dirty old sink without a spoon in it. A receptacle with some of your salt water in it, and a receptacle to get said salt water in small amounts to rinse your biomedia, and paper towels to get the funky crap off your hand. Alright, so I had to enlist the help of assistants. First, what I'm going to do is exhaust this water over here, cleaning off my biomedia. You got to use fresh tank water for this at the right temperature. You don't want to kill any of your bacteria, but you want to get all this detritus crap off of here. Huh? Oh, sorry. So I'm going to use half of my water on this one. And I might have to go get some more, but you can see the difference. rinsed versus unrinsed right there. So this has all just kind of brown shit on it. Now this one's relatively white, but it still has bacteria that's growing on it. You just don't want the bacteria's cadavers and feces and all that other detritus to be hanging out. Pour the rest. A little bit of shit on there. Alright, so this is just plastic, and here's a little trick if you got some funk in a plastic. I prefer to keep mine loose rather than tight like this. Just, you know, over here. You can focus on right what I'm doing. Okay, so tight like this is kind of a pain in the ass, both to work with right now and to get inside of the thing. Wrap them up loose, you can do this. Alright, just gonna get that plastic bit cleaned right there. Shake it off. And then I guess I'll go ahead and rinse out this side too. Oh, Biomedia is trying to take a shower. Okay. Alright. So, now these guys are going to go in my clean receptacle. This guy is going to go on top of that. This guy, I'm probably going to throw it away. It looks like it's been spent. It changes to red, and that looks beyond red. It looks like it's turning black. So we're going to wind up getting a new one of those. And now for the super funky part. Always rinse your filter top down so the flow goes backwards, so anything that might be stuck in it goes out to the bottom from whence it came. Get nice and in on all that funky shit right there. Alright, oh yeah. Damn, hold still. Me, not the old dishes. On the stuff we're doing, not the old dishes. Oh, whoop-de-doo, I got 3 dishes in my sink. Okay, so water is getting too hot. I'm going to turn a little bit of cold water. I prefer to use hot water because it has a chance to settle longer. So theoretically you get less impurities. And once it stops giving up tremendous amounts like it's still apparently doing, don't be lazy and try to use the zoom. Come on. Jeez. And we come over here. I'm going to grab it from the cleanest side and tickle like this. Give it a nice little massage. And just kind of cool until it all comes out. Alright, so now that I've gotten it close to clean, I can turn my water up more without making a giant mess. And you want to just kind of wring it out, absorb it. You don't want to twist too much because this foam will break after a few years. You want to kind of keep it in its square as you work with it. Otherwise it'll start falling apart in a couple of years. So yeah, there's once a month. Okay, so it's fine. Smart ass. There's all this crap over here that can be filmed, okay? I don't need you to zoom in right on me like that. Alright, so what I did was I cut the hot water back on, the cold water all the way off, hot water only back on, and just giving it a last little rinse without the extra impurities of the freshwater tap, wringing it out as much as possible. Floppy, floppy, floppy. And that goes back on top now. This guy, naturally, you might want to check for copepods or starfish or anything. Usually they'll be kicking around, letting you know that they're there. And then rinse it out backwards too. Everything should come right out that way. So you pretty much want to get all that shit out of there. So I use this here scrub brush, which is for hands and aquarium stuff only, not for dishes. Except for, like, dishes that have been outside for the cats. They get a once over with that first before they get clean with the regular dish thing. And just getting all the last little bits of crap out of there. Alright. So go ahead and hit pause again.